Hey everyone, it's Kino here. Today's video is all about relaxing and releasing the back for increased flexibility and health in your spine. One of the most important steps into the inner journey of yoga is to find strength and stability in your spine while allowing flexibility to be a natural expression of that inner state. The spinal cord is the seat of your emotional body, so don't be surprised if, as we move into strength and flexibility along this central channel, you feel a little emotionally challenged. If you do, remember just to breathe, be brave, and remain equanimous. Move your hands gently together. Inhale. Exhale. And ready to begin. Let's move the block over to the side and come up onto your hands and knees. And now you're familiar with this hands and knees position for plank, but for today we're going to do it for increased flexibility and strength in the spine. So sucking the belly deeply in. Don't round the back, but stabilize the shoulders. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Hold it on the ground for 5. 1, 2, 3. Suck the belly in. 4. And 5, bring it back to the center, set it all up. Other side, right foot and left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and set it all up. And now, opposite again, so left hand, right foot. Reach the legs and reach the arms like you're pulling these two places away. Look down so you don't strain the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4. And put it back together. Wait. Come to the center line and switch the sides. Opposite, right and left. Reach. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back to the center. Reach and stabilize. Now, slowly sending the hips back in space. Reach your hands forward, 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 forward. And exhale. Reach your chin down. If it's stressful for the neck, you can place your forehead on the ground, but stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly inhale, come up, take the hands back, and exhale, settle your chest onto the ground. Reach the forehead down, hands forward. Opposite arms, start off with the left hand and the right foot. 1, suck the belly in and create maximum space. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch. Press the left iliac crest down, belly sucks in, keep the right leg a little active. 2, 3, 4, and 5. One more time. Left arm, right leg. 1. Make sure you're not going to the side, but you're going straight back. 2, 3, belly sucks in. 4, and 5. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gently down. Slowly inhale. Gently come up. Walk forward. Cross your feet underneath you. Grab a hold of the block. Setting it up in the long way. Reaching forward. Straighten the legs, pressing them forward. And set up the block so it's right behind your lower ribs. And then slowly reach over. First, placing the hands together above the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Straighten the arms. 1. And keep reaching a little bit. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax the elbows down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring the elbows back. Hands come up. Slowly bend the knees. And you're just going to wiggle yourself a little further down so that now the block is behind your sternum. Reach your shoulder blades as close to being on the block as possible, and hands over your head. We're going to go straight over the head this time since this is for the shoulders. 1. You may find yourself feeling a heightened state of emotionality as you're here, almost like as you're opening up the front body, there's just some questions about how you feel in this sort of emotionally vulnerable space. 3, 4, and 5. Back up through the center, roll a little to the side, grab the block, and exhale, come right back down. Keep the knees bent, turn the block so that it's long and that the sort of the length side is aligned with your sacrum. Then inhale, bridge, lift the hips up, and place the block right behind your sacrum and really settle it in. Make sure it's not on your lower back, and then slowly stretch the legs forward. Keeping your hands around your iliac crests will give a little more support. Bring the feet together, but bring the feet close together, but not necessarily touching. 1, 2, 3. You want to feel an opening along the front body. The belly sucks in. Think about lifting the ribs away from the hips. 4 and 5. Bend the right knee. Hold on to the top of the right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stretch the right foot. Bend the left. Pull it under. 1, 2, 3. Keep a little activation through the right side. 4 and 5. Stretch the leg out in front. Hold it there for a moment. Bend your knees. Inhale, come up. Place the block down for a moment. Rest and construct a rest for a moment. Find the inner body. And knees into the chest. Roll over onto the side. And come all the way up to standing. Find a wall space that's good for you to work with. So you have an open space out in front. Move somewhere around a foot away from the wall. If you feel less flexible, you move closer to the wall. If you feel more flexible, you move away from the wall. Then suck the belly in, squeeze your feet together, soften the glute muscles. Inhale, lift your ribs away from the hips, hold onto the wall, and then push the iliac crest forward until you can flatten your stomach against the wall. Then, holding onto the wall, see if you can lift the ribs using the wall support to create space between the ribs and the hips. That's okay. Using the space of the wall to create space between the ribs and the hips. Then gently walk your hands forward and elbows press together. Lift your head up. 1. It's almost like you're pressing into the wall. 2. Keep lifting up. So you reach up. 3, 4. And you can either stay there or exhale, gently reach the head back. Don't try to bend the back, but create space between the vertebrae. 1, 2, press your hips forward into the wall. 3, lift the ribs away from the hips. 4, and 5. Press the elbows slowly, engage the abs, push, and come off. You shouldn't feel any compression in your lower back, especially not in the joints. If you feel a little engagement of the muscles, that's okay. We want to work the muscles, but protect the spine. For this one, you're going to keep the feet about hips width apart. Move, again, a little further away from the wall this time, so maybe 2 feet or possibly even 3 feet away from the wall. If you feel more flexible, you can go closer to the wall. If you feel a little stiffer, move away from the wall. Inhale, lift the ribs away from the hips, reach the elbows towards each other, look for the wall. Inhale, reach the hands above your head, and exhale, reach back to the wall. So now walk down a little bit and just press from the shoulders. 1, 2, just think about lifting your ribs away from the hips. 3, you can walk down the wall a little bit. 4, lift the ribs away from the hips. And 5, press away from the wall and inhale. Slowly all the way back up. So your back should be feeling like it's getting energized, like there's heat and perspiration moving through the center of the body, but again, never any pressure in any of the joints of the spine. So with that little nice easy movement, come on back to the mat and exhale slowly. And pause for a moment and hug yourself in to move a little into a spinal flexion, tuck the chin, and exhale, slowly roll down. Pull the right knee into the chest, gently hug it in. Pull the left knee into the chest, gently hug it in. Stretch the legs out, close your eyes. Find a moment of inner space, a moment of calm, inner reflection. Tune in to any subtle vibrations that might be there through the channel of the inner body. Pause and reflect on the journey of flexibility into your spine, and remember that it takes time, never rush, don't force. Just work as far as you can each day, and your body will open a little bit each day. With a few moments of inner calm, move your fingers and toes. Bend through the knees and the elbows. Pull the knees to the chest. Roll a little bit from side to side. And all the way over onto the right side. Inhale, come on back up. Returning to a comfortable seated position, pause and reflect on the journey of back bends. What is the lesson of backbending for you? Oftentimes it represents emotional vulnerability, surrendering, giving over control. Sometimes you may have to face anxiety, fear, anger, or even depression along the way in your journey into back bends. Whatever you face, be strong, be brave, but at the same time, be compassionate and kind. Take that lesson off of your yoga mat into every day of your life. Move your hands gently together. Inhale. Thank you so much for letting me be your guide into the inner tradition of yoga. Namaste.